This is Outnumbered Overtime on the web. We are so glad you're here today.
Harris is excited.
I am, because a Herculean effort today from Kevin Sorbo. Excellent.
Do you ever use the traditional Greek pronunciation of Heracles?
I have used that before, yes.
I know you've been to Greece and
yes,
you've filmed there and you're going there.
I'm going there again to film. Yes, I am.
And what's the movie?
A movie called Caged. It's a trilogy, and it actually deals with a pretty touchy subject. It deals with the sex trade going on with our young girls.
Wow. Oh, wow.
Brutal.
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Which is bad.
It's a dark movie, but
way to put a damper on the couch.
I know. I'm sorry.
Well,
you know what? It needs to get out there because this is going on constantly.
You do those kind of movies. I mean, you do movies about God.
I do.
I mean, those things that you really feel. How do you pick a script?
I like those people that come after me that just hate the things that I'm doing. It's just fun.
So is it?
You know what? If I read 20 pages, if I love the first 20 pages, I'm interested.
Is that right?
That's
is
for
this
me.
a documentary or?
No, it's it's based on real things, but it's a three-part. I play twins. Mm-hmm. I play a guy that's a good guy, and my brother is
an evil twin.
He's reaching to some bad.
Very Days of Our Lives.
It is kind of. It is a soap thing too, but
yeah,
it doesn't read like a soap though. It reads like a really good movie.
Oh, okay.
That you should all go see.
I'm pumped.
When it comes out.
Well, that's true. Greece is a destination for trafficked young girls. They traffic them from Albania.
Albania, exactly.
Turkey.
I blame Albania.
Albania. There's a huge. There's a lot of stuff going on there. Last time I was there, I noticed that.
Yeah.
You know, Harris, somebody is chiming in on Twitter. Jim Passant. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. This is Paul Garber saying that memory depends on the subject when it comes to men.
Oh, really? Okay.
I think that's true.
Oh, yeah,
I remember every golf course I've ever played. I could have played it one time 7 years ago. Hole number 7
I bet your wife does too.
She goes, rattling off box
My wife
scores.
laughs at my sports knowledge because I remember stupid things. But I think she remembers a lot of things, but I can't say all of it is right all the time.
Good point.
And I'll hear about it when I get home.
Can you fight with your wife on Outnumbered? I don't think
Probably
so.
not. Probably not.
You
She's
win?
a lot smarter than I am. So
at the end of
guys are.
Outnumbered, we were talking about whether men or women have better memories. And Kennedy, you said your husband forgets things all the time.
Oh, yeah, he does. I call him Mr. Magoo. I love him so much.
Do you think he's really forgetting, or is it like, honey, remember, did you take out the trash? And he knows he didn't take out the trash, so he's like, oh, I forgot. But you know he didn't forget.
No, it'll be like I'll tell him like 4 times, like, oh, don't forget tonight we're going out with Barbara and Sheila.
But see, I'm a list guy.
Barbara and Sheila,
I'm a list guy. I have to write. I write things down, so I'm pretty good at that. But there are things that you just.
Can I tell you something really funny?
And
maybe you've been hijacked like this.
Okay.
I convinced my husband this weekend to watch The Other Woman with me because I told him this really funny because it is.
It is.
And I watched it on the plane and we're halfway through and he was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe you just roped me into watching a chick flick."
I love that movie.
I love that movie.
I heard it was horrible.
Leslie Mann is so funny in that movie.
Yeah, it's good.
Isn't
I'll check it out.
Nicki Minaj is in that movie?
She's amazing
She played
in that
Cameron
very good
Diaz's
movie.
secretary.
Yeah, and
right?
she's so
I thought
funny.
she was great in it.
She said that her boyfriend's ex-wife was a fat Canadian who didn't have any sexual charisma, and that line made me laugh.
Yeah,
it's a good movie.
It's a cute movie. It is. I didn't really know a lot of the
Rotten
actors
Tomatoes
who were
gave
in
it like a 50%.
They're
You know what, though? I'm very hard to. It takes a lot to make me laugh.
Okay.
A movie. I'm kind of like you. Like, I don't like stupid humor, slapstick, people falling down. I don't like that stuff. I loved this movie.
Well, I'm jaded by people who say that they watched it on a plane and found it to be completely entertaining because you're so
good
bored
plane
on a plane.
movies, and then there are good theater movies like Lord of the Rings and Captain America. Go see those in a theater. The Other Woman, wait for it to come out on the plane. Perfect plane movie. I spent a lot of time on planes. I played it up. I see the movies.
I know what you mean.
Espinard says on our live chat on Overtime, by the way, Kevin, that was one of the greatest movies I've ever seen lately. Really important points. Your most recent one.
God's Not Dead?
Yeah,
Cool.
God's Not Dead.
So I'm going to go see Let the Lion Roar. It's out right now.
Let the Lion Roar.
Let the Lion Roar.
Okay.
I played John Calvin in that movie.
Really?
He was a disciple to Luther, and I had no idea they were such bad anti-Semites.
So have you
had
always...
No clue.
Yeah, you got to be careful with the...
No, but when I read the script and said yes, because I thought it was interesting.
Yeah.
Because these guys basically rewrote the Bible a little bit, and this whole documentary is about getting the Bible back on track to where it should be.
Have you always kind of been out there with your faith? I mean, when people hire you in Hollywood, do they know?
You know what? I'm not a street corner
about
Bible banger. I mean, I've been a Christian my whole life, but I mean, I don't deny it, but I don't walk around and say, "Oh, you heathen." I mean, that's just not me.
What version of the Bible do you approve
What version?
Yeah, like King James, New International Version, the RSV. Like,
I don't. You know.
Oh yeah, no, it's a whole
there's
thing.
a lot of there's a lot of my Bible's better than your Bible thing, but no, I just kind of believe.
And some
I believe
people
there's
You're
like
probably
King
just happy that
James
people
version.
have a Bible.
Yeah, Yeah.
There you go.
To me, it's like, and I got atheist friends. We have great discussions. We part as friends. We don't get all angry about it and get upset
Would you
about
like to
it.
endorse a Bible today? Which is the Bible of
No, but
I know
Katie's
people love the
preference?
St. James Version. I mean, I know the
All
people
right,
have a
I
certain
need to get
version.
this in. Nice MW girl writes on the live chat, love, love, love Kennedy's shoes. Stinking cute.
Oh, thank you.
Little Mary Jane action.
Well, it's like for my birthday every year, I like to buy myself a couple nice pairs of shoes because I know exactly what I want. Like, I'm never going to be.
And they're showing
Are those Manolos are adorable.
They're Manolos, yeah. It's these, and of course they were in Sex and the City, where Carrie's like, the Manolo patent leather Mary Jane.
Yeah.
I thought they were a shoe urban legend.
I have to ask now the tattoo.
Romania.
Oh my
that
God.
one's Romania,
I see
and
the
this one
tattoo.
is Rocket from the Crypt, and this one is a little pink elephant that looks like a pig.
So I ran into somebody in the hallway who took my tattoo idea. Remember when I turned 50, which is not around the corner, but I'm planning on it, I was going to put an anchor on my anchor. And I saw somebody with an anchor on her arm.
Wait, where were you going to put your anchor? On your
her
anchor?
I mean, like what?
Reiterating that thought.
face.
That's
Look at
very
Andrea's face.
Are you
Wait,
dragging an anchor?
Can I come with you to Skinflex when you get this tattoo? I want to be there and hold your hand when you're screaming in pain. I think that'd be awesome.
I'm going to need a buddy. I'm going to need a
God.
And we'll
screen
tweet
buddy.
pictures of you getting your tat.
Well, I don't know
tat
now
and the
because
tat.
she has the
See,
anchor.
and the-
Get it?
yeah.
Anchor? That's
Yeah.
what I do.
Yeah, I think you
I
should
was
get
talking
it.
about it.
Are you going to get it?
I should probably
No, really, are you going to get
scratch
it?
the idea. I really want to.
Do it.
Okay, it's like kids' names. Like, just because someone you know has a name you were thinking of, don't not use that name, because
I agree.
chances are by the time the child comes of age, you're not going to know that person anymore.
I
I
agree.
guarantee you, the woman who got that tattoo.
Well, I mean, eventually
done
I
6
am going to
months.
retire as an anchor.
That's right.
And then I'll just eat so much I'll weigh down the large ship like
Get
a
that anchor pension. Be great.
Is there one? Okay. Yeah, okay, so we're loving the shoes. So those were Manolo. Can I put that out on the chat?
Please, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
A lot of people really
And by the way, if
enjoyed
anyone
our,
from Manolo is watching the show,
Send more free ones.
yeah, 38.
See, Manolos don't really have the really high heel.
That's why. You see me try to walk in heels. Nasty.
DSF54 says you should
Not
make
like that.
sure God's Not Dead makes it into libraries.
Like a Virginia Slim.
Anyway, go ahead.
More.
No, just on the religious thing. I lots of tweets on that. People really very much enjoyed us having that discussion.
People love
Are
the
you
religion
still a
talk.
Minnesota Vikings fan? I'm seeing
I am.
that on the live chat.
Now, how do you feel about Adrian Peterson? Did you have him in fantasy football?
I did not. I don't have time for that thing.
Yeah.
But it's sad to hear that too. I mean, you don't know. And I don't know which one of you mentioned earlier, but you said this probably goes on a lot, and it does go on a lot. It's just now we're living this instant world. It just
Are the Vikings
put out
ever going to
there
have a
more.
good season?
I'll tell you.
It's going to be rough.
We got a new quarterback, Bridgewater. I have high hopes for him.
Yeah, he's really good.
It's tough to lose somebody like Adrian Peterson, obviously. I mean,
Yeah.
and it's sad because what an amazing athlete. I grew up.
Is it tough to
We
lose
didn't
Brett
get beat
Favre
like that. But I mean, in school, we had SWAT boards in junior high, and if you screwed around, well, you got nailed. You couldn't do that today.
Yeah, we have
But
those on
I
the
think
high.
when I got it, I kind of deserved it, and it did.
Yeah.
It made you kind of toe the line a little bit too. But I'm not saying what he did is great because I saw the pictures of that. That's pretty nasty.
Yeah, that's child abuse.
That's
That
that's
wasn't-
nasty. That's
He
not
knew it
spanking or
too.
something
He knew
like
he
that.
crossed the line, and the fact
Oh,
that he
yeah.
had another 4-year-old with another injury.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's something going on there that.
And by the
is too
way,
bad.
how are we ever going to stop the cycle of domestic violence if we don't stop putting our hands on our children when we're angry? Like, what kind of message does it send? I know there are a lot of parents who are pro-spanking. I'm not one of them. I'm not a hippie.
Well,
but
being pro-spanking doesn't necessarily mean you put your hands on your child when you're angry. I mean, that's what
you
advocates have
spank
said.
them when
It doesn't
it's-
also
it's
mean that they're going to
supposed
grow up
to
and be
be
violent. I
for-
mean, I was spanked. I got
That
the
was
wooden
too.
spoon. I got the belt. I'm not a violent person. I got it when I deserved it. I mean, when I would lie. I mean, I would get the wooden spoon, but guess what I'm not today? A liar.
Okay.
I learned my lesson.
Gary Moore says on Twitter, back to our conversation about the good Lord, agree America wants the church to stand up. The fact that you discussed God shows his work is waking us. Praise God. That's a person who was watching that discussion.
Wow.
I mean, the only fear is if religion becomes a part of politics, you don't want a theocracy like they've got in radical Islam, because that's a bummer.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Okay. Felicity says, love you on Outnumbered. Hope you guys have him back soon.
Cool.
Lots of love for you.
That's
and you
awesome.
know what? That is one thing that if it's going to be the great
I've done this
American
twice.
echo chamber Twitter, I like it when it's echoing with love.
All right,
So
well,
much
great
better
show
than
today.
hate.
Kevin,
Thank you.
Sandra, thank you
Kevin,
for
thank
joining
you.
us.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me back.
Awesome to have you. Big
nice to
day,
see you.
Fun.
indeed. Thanks to everyone. Outnumbered Overtime ends now. We'll see you tomorrow at noon Eastern on the Fox News Channel.
Woohoo!